Back here again. I'm gonna keep this one short. This is only gonna be like 5 minutes because this is the final video, but it's only gonna be 5 minutes because I spent like literally 15 to 20 minutes trying to get this thing correct. So you guys are only getting like 5 to 7 minutes. All right. If you need to contact me, I have company emails. I have people that work with me. If you got my phone number, shoot me a message. I only make these videos basically tell you guys that I'm here making videos, giving you content on Bitcoin market analysis, and because I haven't uploaded anything in the last 6 months, I'm gonna go back to the chart really quick. This is what the video is gonna be about. It's literally gonna be on that analysis, and then I'll go with technical analysis and tell you what's happening on the actual world in the markets. The interest rates briefly, probably not even. I'm gonna keep this thing short because I was trying to figure out this thing for a while. I'll come up with another video in like January or something and give you guys that. But for right now, I'm not giving you guys too much. If you need to work with me, don't hesitate to like this video, leave a comment, leave my email, or contact me in the email, the website. Okay, guys. So Bitcoin. Last time I was here was a long time ago. I was not here again, but I'm gonna do a quick charting on it right now. I'm going to do a quick charting on it. So I'm going to move from the month to day, then the 4 hour. My lines should still be here. TradingView is going to try to bump a bunch of stuff in front of my face right now. But I'm going to go to the month right now. I was going to go to the year, but all right, first thing we're going to do is going to get a horizontal line right here and another horizontal line over here. And then one more right in the middle. Okay, right now Bitcoin's at 89,248. This is the one that you guys are gonna see. So let's go back to a 1 day. Now the chart's a little bit different over here. Chart's a little bit different now. So let's go and take a look. We're just gonna go back to December. We're gonna make a timeline real quick. Timeline of what's going on right now is we go back to January 2024, and then we go back to 2025 of December. These are the two lines we want to put. Okay, so I'll go over briefly what happened in this period of time right here. Okay, briefly what happened this here. To do that, I have to go to a 4 hour chart to go back to that area of time. Okay, so this is pretty much what happened right here. From the last time I think I was telling you guys on, I will also give you guys my analysis on where it's going right now, because somewhere around last year in 2024, we're in 2025, somewhere around last year of 2024 in like June, I was given a lot of data saying, hey, this is what's going to happen to this fucking thing in the next 6 months. This guy was completely correct in that time frame. Now luckily I was smart enough to keep it invested, but the market predictors with these sources basically were correct on this analysis of Bitcoin, because let's just see where it was right here, July of 2024. This is the data point that I want to check, because my sources were basically telling me around this time when Bitcoin was 50, looks like Bitcoin was around 55-ish. Bitcoin was around 50, 58 around this point in time. And what I was told in the service, I was told right at this period of time, right there, I was told get in right now. I was told to basically just say, well, I was basically told, hey, put in 50 or 40 right now. Then after that, in October is, I was told right here, October came, we're going to go back to September, October, dipped down 50,000. Dip down, because that's a large dip, and then it rebounded again, and then somewhere around October right here it just started shooting up. And then this is when it just, January 1st, they took advantage of this. This is when I think Trump got elected. They took advantage of this market. This was the bull run right here. If you want to know what the bull run was, it was right here. The moment that this election happened and all these political events were happening, this was during the election season right now. So we're currently past that right now, in December 2025. But this is when it happened, right here in November. You see that, November, all the way up. Bitcoin hits 99 in November of 2024. Peak 2024 and 98,000. Basically, right now the price of Bitcoin is right now 89. Basically hovering around the same thing again. But this is where it was right here after Trump got elected. You know, these political events happened. The interest rates were still in a correct zone, still around 4.5, 4.75%. But they really took advantage of this market run right here. From, as you can see here, October 59 all the way shot up to 99.104 December, and then it just kept going up in January, and then it circulated again. 107, 108, peaked 109. I'm going to try to zoom in on here because this is a very important time frame right here. Let's see where we're at right now. Let's see if I can get this thing over here. I have to move to the 2 hour, 3 hour. Yeah. January 2025, right here. Yep, 109 right. Okay, yeah, so 109, and then after that, this is when people really start to realize, hey, this thing is a force of nature. Nobody's going to be able to stop this. It was at 109, and they were like, yeah, this is literally, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, there's nobody that's going to stop this thing anymore. It is literally not going to be stopped. So I was telling a bunch of people that about a year ago. Now, fast forward right now, I have just been telling people and giving some people market updates, because what's happening in this period is the money's still very inflated right now, and the dollar's still basically useless. The economic data is coming out, says hey, tariffs are coming in, and basically they're going to screw people over. Costs are so everything's still expensive, but as you can see, the price of BTC is still there. And now I'm going to go from January all the way down to Feb. Feb would drop down to 99. They were holding a lot of time in here, basically. They were holding a lot of money in this area right here. They weren't selling. And then looks like they probably tried to sell February 24th, 21st. It was 96, and it dropped all the way down to 70. So they did a huge sell right there in this period of time. A huge sell at the end of February of 2025. There was a huge sell right there. Remember, this is just data I'm going off of, because this data is going to repeat itself eventually again. The data is basically going to say, yeah, this probably is going to happen again, because they pump and dump. Anybody that's heavily invested, like with trillions of dollars inside this market, or basically multi-millions. They dump into multi-millions, or they're holding. They say they're not selling, but come on, guys. Like, look at this. 99 all the way to 78. Somebody did something here. And then that was March, and then pretty much for the whole year, Bitcoin circulated. And now we're going to get to actually what really happened during this year. So let's go back to after enforcement of tariffs around here. This is, I don't know what the hell happened over here, but this is when I really took like advantage. I was seeing like a good amount of gains right here. And I was looking from basically May. A lot of movement, a lot of external movements outside in the actual world of the markets. The markets still themselves are moving up high, but May of this year, May of 2025, you're going to track June, it's 107, 108, very high price over here. You see this price right here? 110. That's not the great one. Here. This is a very, very high price right here. This range of 111, 100, 100,000. This is we're just talking about this commodity right here. This cryptocurrency is this price right now. And okay, fast forward, we're gonna go into June. June is still circulated around this time. They were holding a lot of it right here. So basically, they're still holding a lot of it in the 100,000 level. Then it circulated back up again at the end of August. Now this is the period of time we want to look at right here, from looks like July 11th all the way up to October 15th. Bitcoin touches 124 all-time high, and again touches all-time high 124, drops down to 108, drops down to 109, all-time high again 125. Then we're basically getting back to current time positionings right now. So I'm going to go back to current time positionings right now, where it's actually. Now there's a steep dive here. Now I'm going to move on to a 2-hour charting level. And I'll tell you, this is exactly where we are right now. So the past 4 months from September, because what happened in September is they started cutting rates. And the people that were holding their Bitcoin in the market, because they don't want to take their money out. The people that have large amounts, millions of dollars, they don't want to take their money out. Their rates are too high, because once you put that money in the bank's just going to take it. And you're going to use it. And if it's already invested in Bitcoin, you might as well just leave it there. Let the money circulate in there when you need it. You take it out later when they decide. Now, this is when they decide to cut the rates right here. Around this period of time, September 17th, and then you see it October 1st, October 6th, 125 again. This was the final mark right here, 125 from 109 basically. When it's up this level, when it's this high, because more people have, more banks and more financial institutions have more control of this asset now. This is basically when like Fidelity, Vanguard, and all these bigger corporations were saying, hey, we are now going to start to launch an ETF. BlackRock said they were going to launch an ETF. They were basically saying, okay, we're going to put all these, we're basically going to start launching a bunch of ETFs. They have a lot more control of this asset, and there's a lot more data. There's a lot more news that was going on, and saying, hey, this is what's going on right now on this. And they took control of it. And you can see right here, September all the way back to October 7th, 124. Then it just starts dropping. So right now, I pretty much realized, like, okay, this thing's gonna start dropping. I have understood how this market run goes right now. Easy to just get in and get it out if you want, because you make your money here. You're making your money here, but you invest here, and you just wait. You invest here at 80, and you wait till this thing comes up to 125, and you just made like a good profit, 50%, 30%, or whatever it was. Then you come back, take it out. So yeah, pretty much seeing that right there. It was very high right there. Now the current price is 89. So here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna hover here till probably like January 1st of this year. Yeah, we're gonna wait like 4 months, because everybody sold already. They did a huge sale right here. 125. 125 coming down back to 107, 100,000, 99, 105, 106, 182, 82, 92, 91, 92, 93, 89. That's basically where we are right now, the current level. Okay, so I'm going to keep that in right here. We can see what Doge is looking at. Doge doesn't exist. Ethereum. I'm not going to go over Ethereum right now, because it's another circulator. It follows the same path as Bitcoin also. So basically, it was a very high, also failed 5,049. Basically 5,000 around August, but this one is following the same path. Going back to BTC right now. Okay, I'm gonna basically just try to put this whole thing in a one video just follow up on this because it's just easier. Stop this analysis. Right now, this is what's going to happen. Just keep your money in there. If you want, let it circulate. The guys say hold. I'm going to give you guys the economic analysis. My FX book. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the daily economic events, but we're gonna go into interest rates real quick on the current interest rates right now. United States, Americas. United States, right? Federal Reserve, 3.75, 4%. December 9th, 2025, 37 days. This is where we're at right now. Usually I try to make a video every time there's a rate cut, rate change. So we are at 3.75. You can expect this in 6 months, 7 months. It's going to go down to this level. You see the Bank of Canada, they're already at 2.25. They're going to drop that down to 2% next meeting. Bank of Barbados, Central Bank of Barbados, 2%. Anybody that's under Bank of Cuba, 2.25%. 2.25% in Belize. And let's see who's in the 3% right now. Just 3%. 3%. Federal Reserve is the only one that's in there. The previous rate was 4%. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop this video right here because I think I pretty much give you guys an economic analysis. If you guys don't want to know more, I'll probably just explain to you what's going on in the markets again later. But yeah, thank you.